All right, Shamoo, are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, I hear him.
Are you there? I hear something.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Welcome to the show. Okay, so what's going on with Ralph's baby mama lawsuit? The defamation suit.
Yeah, so the defamation suit, just recently, well, first off, let me build up to kind of what he did a little bit with that. So he
Okay.
tried to email Ralph and coerce him by signing away all his rights to his son, and then also the only other thing he asked for was his diamond ring, which is fucking deranged. He didn't ask for money or anything else. He tried to blackmail him into giving him his fucking diamond ring, and then signing away the rights. Ralph.
But the dad's all fucked up, isn't he? Isn't the
and
dad
your
really
diamond ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dad of this poor girl is so fucking deranged, man.
He's a psycho, dude.
He's a
total psycho.
He's a real indicator of what Gen X is going to be as they become old and senile and as warped as the baby boomers. Ralph knocked up his daughter, and he decided to launch a streaming career over it. So he's he's constantly streaming about Ralph, and he's paid people to go find Ralph in Portugal and beat him up on the street and record it, like a small time mob boss guy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that, Shamoo?
Yeah. So not only that, he, the guy that assaulted Ralph in the streets, he was paying that guy to make the trip. He was
Jesus.
crowdfunding it with him to pay the guy. And then here's another thing with him. So after the assault happened, there were a few people, some of my friends that did live streams or whatever, saying hey, maybe this is a little too, seems a little bit crazy. Maybe this guy is a psycho or something like that. So Matthew Vickers sent him a DM on Twitter where he sent him a picture of the guy that said that and his family members, 2 of his children, and then said, hey, sometimes people get hurt when they get involved in this stuff. So you might want to stop doing what you're doing.
He sent that to who? Just a random guy who was criticizing what he's doing?
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Christ.
So literally he's trying to be a mob boss. It's fucking insane. Fucking online.
Oh yeah, here's a picture of your own kids from your Facebook.
Yeah.
It'd be a real shame if someone were to call CPS on them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Man. Okay, and then
Gonna fuck with the wrong guy one of these days.
Well, the right guy was Ralph. The wrong guy was Ralph.
Yeah.
Now he's bankrupt,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Vickers had to declare he's $500,000 in the hole. His
foreclosure. He's got a fake divorce now, that he's got to do for bill reasons.
Yeah.
To hide assets. And and you mentioned that he tried to get a career off of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So even back when his daughter was still with Ralph, she actually wrote down in a message or whatever that she thought that her father was going to try to make a career out of this before they even were broken up. So she knew that what he was going to do, which is fucking insane. What kind of guy tries to build a career and sell merch off of just some dude that fucked your daughter? How fucking insane is that?
I guess Kris Jenner did that.
Yeah.
Did anybody else try to make a career off of their kid's sex tape?
I don't know.
Can't think of
And
it.
the stuff that he would do.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kris Jenner did that. She's probably the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Vickers doesn't have quite the same panache as her. Okay, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, and they were fucking with him in so many different ways. One of the ways that was really dark was Vickers would send out mentally ill people that hated Ralph to his daughter's house and his house, and they would go to Disneyland and all this stuff, and they would make tweets with his son and talk about what they did at weekend, sick shit, man.
Yeah. So Ralph doesn't want to turn over his parental rights to this guy. Is that basically the problem? For some
he doesn't
reason?
want to do that.
And he wanted the ring too. He wanted Ralph's dad's. Ralph's dad died and left him a diamond ring. Sent the. sentimental
Yeah,
family heirloom.
$500K in the hole, right?
That's why he wanted it. No, but he didn't ask for money. He wanted the ring because you got to remember, this guy's like streaming all the time, right? And he's like bought into like everything that's going on online. And so it's a bit for Ralph to talk about the ring. Oh, I got this ring. Da, 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 da. You know, it's like a bit that he does. And so that was the one thing he wanted. You know, he wanted to take that from him.
Right.
It's fucking
Is Vickers
bizarre.
gone now? I saw he missed court. He was going to sue him for defamation because Ralph called him a pedophile or something like that. And he was
it wasn't only Ralph. He was going to sue Ethan, Ralph, and 50 anonymous users, like online, just like that were fucking talking shit on Twitter, you know? And so he didn't get the ring or any of this stuff. So he's like, okay, I'm suing you for defamation. The guy, court date comes around and fucking Vickers doesn't even show up. He like misses the whole thing. And then his side has to like ask the judge to dismiss the case entirely just to avoid like court costs and further shit that's going to hurt him from his bankrupted family at this point.
Ralph should hit him back with an anti-slap suit. That's California, man. You get 9 times attorney's fees or something like that. You get 1 to 9 times attorneys. California doesn't like that. Right. Fake defamation shit to silence, speech. Kind of important to the people here that run the show, that they're allowed to say whatever they want. That would be a good time
for sure.
So what now? Is that it for Vickers?
Well, now, I mean, I don't know if that's it. I feel like he's never going to stop. I feel like once you have a guy like Vickers coming after you, like, they just never stop. But as far as, like, the court stuff, I don't think there's anything, like, upcoming or anything like that. That's dismissed. So I think now he's still got to, like, go. He's going to go and, like, visit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Ralph's going to go there and visit?
Yeah. But it's one of the most deranged feuds.
I mean, Vickers,
I mean,
he doesn't have any, he has no money.
Yeah.
He's a joke.
Yeah.
He has no more legal recourse.
And he ain't got no ring.
He's got no ring.
And he got no ring.
Is Ralph's gonna wear the ring to the visitation? He probably
I'm sure he will, yeah.
He probably will though.
I think he wears that thing everywhere.
That's awesome.
See how much can change in a couple years?
Yeah.
You got Ralph Ralph won now.
Yeah, I know.
That defamation shit was hanging over his head for like 2 years or like a year.
Yeah, and because he tried to sue like 50 anonymous users, like they obviously like people don't like that kind of shit when you come after people that are anonymous online. So they started to like dig into Vickers and all this stuff, and they found one of his old emails. Like it was an LLC used to run called iStar Product, right?
Okay.
And they found this like sex site or whatever. It was like a swingers.
Okay.
They found a swingers site from 2006 in there, from him and his wife, and like 100%. And the tagline was, "We're normally a very conservative couple, but we love swinging in secret."
Oh no!
Long as God didn't find out.
Yeah.
The craziest thing about it is like, this guy's so litigious. If you don't fuck his mutant wife right, he's liable to sue you.
Mutant wife.
Oh. Man, you gotta stay away from this swinging shit.
Yeah.
You were saying if you don't fuck his mutant wife right, then he's gonna sue you.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for these swingers, Sean. They're dangerous.
I don't want to get sued by a gargoyle.
You get sued, they turn the cops on you.
You have the whole county against you.
The whole county against you.
Coming after you.
Who would have thought that fucking a guy's wife isn't just, easy?
Yeah.
Turns out that so many things could go wrong for you.
Yeah, it's not for the...
it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be a little planning. Got to be a little smarter than a lot of people who try it, I think.
You got to be a little smarter
than the people who do it.
Saves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They want bury one in the yard, maybe.
Right.
Have some decoy saves.
Right.
I guess we're back to Maddox.
There you go.
After all.
Yeah, the mastermind.
That guy, there was a guy called Patrick Melton. He runs a show called Nobody Likes Onions that was at Hackamania. He put Hackamania together, I guess, friend of Carl's.
Yeah.
He was a huge hate watcher fan of that guy Aaron M. Holt, who was the part of the swinging group or whatever they were that Nick was.
You said a hate watcher?
Well, they just watch him and make fun of him.
Sure, yeah.
Because he's the kind of guy who would let his wife get fucked by another guy and stolen and then go on a publicity tour over it and cry to the cops about it.
Sure.
And I guess he had predicted this entire thing weeks ago that this is what was happening. Something like this was happening. He didn't have it like who or what, but he said something's happening sexually with those two and somebody like he had the whole thing mapped out, and we didn't know. We were just sitting in the dark, not knowing about any of this, but he had it all.
Dick. One of Steel Toe's trolls, like they're wild, and it's pretty funny. Like they had a countdown. You can go to the website. I think I can't remember the tag, but it's like Aaron M. Holt something. But it's a website where they literally had a countdown for his next divorce. Like they had, and it was true. They said it 2 years in advance. It was a countdown for like 2 years or something.
Yeah. God, what a mess. And he was, I guess it was like a running bit on Aaron Imholt's show that he couldn't make his wife come.
Yeah.
This is something that he would talk about like as a joke.
Dude. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Well, he got pissed off at her. He got pissed off at her because they asked, he reads off every chat that he gets. So one of the chatters asked something like, how many can you make your wife come or something like that? And she was like, not all the time, but like, every few times, like a week or something like that. And he got fucking pissed about the answer, and he was really mad at her. So I think that's where that whole thing comes from.
Cuck rage. Big problem.
Cuck rage.
Big problem.
It is I, the Nigger, and I need you to subscribe to, it says here, Clip Summer.